Ready? Sir, I am glad to participate in the discussion on the Constitution Amendment Bill seeking to insert a new article. As we know, this bill has been brought forward to make the right to work a constitutional provision. We know that our country is one of the largest countries so far as population is concerned. We know that unemployment in the country has become a great problem. There is no doubt that the various sections of people are very much concerned about it. It is true that it is a concern for all the people in the country. We have always been talking about the seriousness of this problem and the way in which we can at least ease the situation in our nation. So there is a demand for a long time from the people to make this right to work a constitutional right. The ruling party in its election manifesto gave an assurance that it would do this. But after coming to power, when the president addressed the parliament, there was no mention about this promise. Then there were criticisms in this house that this government were going back on their promise. As you know, there were many amendments moved by the members of this house that this government must come forward as soon as possible with a bill to carry out the promise about the right to work. Then, of course, in the second address of the president, there was an assurance that the government would fulfill that promise. I am glad that the finance minister also has referred to it in his budget speech. It is a welcome step. I am sure that all of us will agree that the question is how the educated, unemployed people of this country will get the benefit. We know that it is not enough to put the right to work in the Constitution. It will not help anybody. What we want is employment for all. That is our objective. The hope of lakhs of youth in both the rural and urban areas is employment and not the mere provision in the Constitution. Of course, I agree that the provision is a good step, but I would like to know how the government are going to give employment to all those who are in need of it. We have seen the budget and we are sorry that there is nothing specific in it in regard to this matter. We find that there is only one proposal in the budget, and that is about the employment guarantee scheme. I think you will agree that it is nothing new. There were so many such schemes in the past. As a matter of fact, we are only continuing those schemes. As we know, these schemes could not fulfill the desire of the people. So I shall be glad to know the particular schemes that they have at the present time in order to provide employment to those who are in search of employment. Letter from Bima Construction Company, Chennai, to Thiru P. Venkataraman, Chennai. Dear Sir, As per your instructions, we shall prepare a building plan for your plot. It will have a ground floor, first floor, and second floor. There will be an overhead tank, and there will be a borewell to a depth of 200 feet. We will sink it at a place where you will have good potable water. We are aware that there should be sufficient ventilation, and therefore we shall provide for broad windows at suitable places. We are sure that you will appreciate that, taking into consideration the location of the plant, the main entry should face north so that we may be able to provide for parking space for 3 cars on the west. There will be a grill gate in front of the main door for the sake of safety. No doubt there will be sufficient number of cupboards and lofts. We think that you would like to have a visitor's room, and we shall provide for it. We shall provide a dining table to accommodate 5 persons at a time. We shall take steps to get the approval of the corporation. Yours faithfully.